Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here. If you are catching this today, we do have the last quarter moon in the sign of Pisces. We know that the moon, there are changes in our lives coming up, and this last quarter moon is like the end of the cycle before the new moon starts all over again, right? So we have from the, Queen of the Moon Oracle, last quarter moon gratitude, and it's a number 23, which can break down into a 5. So, giving back, you guys. What are you grateful for? What are you thankful for? Maybe it's a life well lived, spending time with loved ones, as we see the hands joined here. So, really look at where you've been and where you're going. And pause and reflect a little bit, you guys, is something that I'm hearing here from Spirit as well. And from the Moonology card, we have a third quarter moon, which is also, I guess, the last quarter moon, just a different name here. And it says that adjustments are required. So, you may have to rethink things a little bit here. If something's not working in any area of your life, pause, reflect, try to figure out, why it's not, and think about where you want to go, and think about what that person is doing and reacting and things like that, and then try to incorporate that into your life now. And it's like quantum leaps start happening when you start aligning with your higher self, with your future self. When you think, future me is not laying around all day, or future me is, and it can be little simple things. It doesn't necessarily have to be great big things, you guys. Start small. There's nothing wrong with starting small, and see where it takes you. And then from the Moonology manifestation, we have the last quarter moon in Pisces. Talk less, feel more. So, Pisces is a water sign, and in Tarot, it's one of its cards is actually, from the major arcana is the moon, so and when I think of Pisces, like dreamy comes to mind. Like that's just something that popped into my head here. So I was gonna read a little bit from the Queen of the Moon on this last quarter moon. Be where you are and be thankful. There's always something to be grateful for, no matter your suffering. Gratitude raises a lower vibration to a higher one. Do not allow yourself to be surrounded by too many negative people. Life is conspiring for you. And here's a positive affirmation. I joyfully turn my attention to what I am grateful for. Ooh, I like that. As we enter the last quarter moon on the lunar cycle, the energies begin to turn towards surrender and release. Where we want to surrender, everything and release it in order to make room for our new moon, intentions and things like that. To let go of what we no longer need, it behooves us to pay attention to what we have right now. both positive and negative. This attention, paying, and focus allows us to wisely discern and to be grateful for all of it. Yes, all of it. Because the nasty stuff, the stuff that is making us suffer right now, it already happened, and we can take wisdom from this. However, now it's going... waxing crescent 4 and the dark moon are going to sort that for you, and what we have left is the good stuff, and frankly most of it is going to be great. Taking some time out on this moon to list a few things you feel grateful for will raise your vibrations and banish any resistance you have to ditching old outmoded patterns. Doing this also turns your powerful focus away from a story you may have started to believe of everything going wrong, or that life does terrible things to you. Gratitude is a balancer. In fact, it normally tips the scales to the positive in your favor, you guys. Is something Spirit just said. Companion stone or metal is ocean jasper. So, ooh, I like that. And I'm going to look up last quarter moon in Pisces because, let's see what it has to say here. Pisces. So, let's see. Your manifestation affirmation. I feel all my feelings and it feels good. Ooh, okay. The last quarter moon in Pisces takes place when the sun is in Gemini and the moon is in Pisces. It knows that there's a time and a place for conversation. So, you know, if you have a conversation and it's just, you know, you keep getting that nudge that, you know, wait, not yet, you know, make sure you're listening to your higher self. So, you know, what comes up, you guys, you know, pay attention to that as well, because what's coming up is coming up as a way for you to feel it, deal with it, heal with it, let it go, release it, you know. So, let's get a few Moonology cards here. Let's see what else we need to know for this last quarter moon. Let's see. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. So, you know, that's something that we can lose sight of as, you know, we're going along. You know, we may lose sight of that bigger picture, and you know, that's like that in-game goal, you guys, or you know, it could be so many different things because there are so many of us. So, and then we'll get another Moonology manifestation to see what else we need to know here. Last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. So, you know, I kind of feel like that's fitting as well, because, you know, we got to take care of things, you guys, and sometimes it's real easy to be like, nah, I'm gonna sweep that under the rug, or I'll deal with it later, you know. And you know, these things are coming up for a reason, and in this particular season, you guys. And you know, Pisces being a water sign, you know, water is the power of our emotions, you guys, and you know, the moon tugs on that and we can feel, you know, kind of out of it. So let's see how this is affecting our love, you know, whether we're single, married, you know, dealing with family, friends. We have the broom coming through for new home, new attitudes. So, you know, some of you may be moving, or, you know, I also feel like this is clearing out, like, in our internal home, right? Like, sweeping out all the all the bad to make room, or, you know, even good, you know, just clearing, spring cleaning. Yes, thank you, Spirit. I was struggling there a little bit, but you know, you're making room, you're preparing, you guys, and let's see how it's affecting our finances, our career. Okay, we have the Table, which says hard work ahead. You know, for some it may feel a little harder than for others, you know, to do this work, you guys. You know, it's like for some maybe it's a dark night of the soul situation, and those can be very rough, but they're also very necessary. And you know, there are things that you can do to help make it better on yourself, right? But you know, I'm also like hearing here, you know, pay attention to the work that you do. You know, you're building your empire, build things to last. Pay attention to the details, and you know, don't forget that you are valuable. You bring a lot to the table. So yes, and let's see how it's affecting our lives, like our happiness, our success. All right. We have the Owl. Good advice from a wise person. So, you know, you may be seeking out guidance, whether it's therapy or hiring a mentor. You know, if you feel like you're struggling in any area of your life, you know, I'm hearing like this is a trusted person, and someone, you know, that doesn't judge you or look down on you in any way, you know. And I really love that. I think that that is amazing. I'm also going to pull a tarot here to see how our energy is. Okay, so we have Four of Pentacles coming through. You know, we could, like, I feel like Ebenezer Scrooge energy here when this card comes out, you know, hanging on so tightly out of fear of losing what you have, and in turn it blocks you guys, and it pushes not only people away, but like your blessings that want to come in. You know, when you stay in this energy, you pretty much have yourself stuck and stagnant. And I'm going to show you what it looks like in the Rider-Waite, if I can find it. I think. Okay, I'm getting there. Sorry. My fingers sometimes and my hands don't want to cooperate. So this is what it can look like in the Rider-Waite Tarot. And it is Capricorn energy and earth, you know, upright. It's control, stability, saving money, a scarcity, you know, that lack mentality or mindset, conservation and security. Reversed, it can be greed, materialism, possessiveness, or overspending. So, you know, pay attention. Keep that bigger picture in mind. You know, this may be around something that you want to purchase, like a new home or something, and, you know, you need to attend to those details, you guys. Form completeness, foundations, progress, power, and stability. And, you know, if you're asking a certain question when this comes up, the answer is most likely no around it, or not yet, not the right time. You know, something still needs to be worked out. Something still needs to unfold here. And, you know, open up, you guys, is something that I'm hearing here, because when you're like this, you know, you can't give or receive. You know, you're not in a space to allow flow, the natural flow of things. So, you know, and, you know, it's not just hanging on too tightly to money or things. You know, it could be a person for some of us too. And, you know, don't be too clingy is something that I'm hearing here. And, you know, you may actually hear people say that. You know, maybe you've had someone be like, look, you're being too clingy, you know. And right now is the time of release, you guys, of letting go, of falling away and preparing for the next cycle, the next phase. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the messages here. If you did, please smash the heck out of that like button. If you would like to see more like this, drop it in a comment down below. Let me know. I love hearing from you guys, and from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of us. Thank you for being here, for learning, for growing. It truly means so very much to me, and I want to say thank you. Blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.